Welcome back. For more than a decade, wealthy nations have rejected official discussion of what is termed loss and damage, the term used to describe wealthy nations paying out funds to support poorer countries cope with the devastating impact of climate change. At COP26 last year in Glasgow, Scotland, wealthy nations, that's high income nations, including the United States and the European Union, actually blocked a proposal for a loss and damage financing body, instead voted for a 3-year financing discussion for loss and damage. But pressure to address this issue has continued to be on the increase as weather calamities mount, including this year's flooding in Pakistan, which has caused economic losses of more than $30 billion and thousands of people displaced. And also in Nigeria, with over 600 people already dead and more than 1.3 million people displaced. It's the second week of the climate change conference holding here in the city of Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, where about 198 countries who are parties to the climate change treaty have gathered to deliberate on issues on how to halt the devastating impact of extreme weather events. Now, this is the week where critical decisions regarding deliberations that have happened here in the last 2 weeks will be taken. Heads of delegations of different countries who are parties to the treaty have already given their national statements right here at this high-level plenary.
This COP is an implementation COP. We need action. Where are those actions? In how many COPs have we been arguing for urgent climate action? And how many more do we need to have?
We are already seeing shocking extreme weather events around the globe. We see extensive water shortages from shrinking glaciers and snowpack, global sea level rise from ice sheet and glacier loss, wildfires, floods, and landslides. But these are just a mild prelude to catastrophes ahead if we do not act now and act fast.
Nigeria's Minister of Environment, who happens to be the head of the Nigerian delegation, has also delivered Nigeria's president's national statement right here at the plenary. He recalls that for Nigeria, climate change is not about the perils of tomorrow, but what is happening today, particularly the devastating floods, worsening desertification, and rising sea levels. He then asked for the establishment of a loss and damage finance facility to help countries like Nigeria cope with the impact.
We are therefore taking bold steps to pioneer innovative climate finance instruments, such as debt for climate swaps, and championing the development of the African Carbon Market Initiative. In support of this, Nigeria has enacted the climate change law, alongside the initial governance framework, and launched the Nigeria Emission Credit Scheme. To signal investment readiness, we have made significant progress in creating the enabling policies and incentives to advance a short list of priority projects, including renewable solar independent power plants.
The 27th COP has been described as an implementation COP by participating parties, and the general message here is to put people first and truly make it an implementation COP as touted.
As a player, there's nothing better than the roar of your crowd. But in Nigeria, there's a roar that may not be heard again. With fewer than 50 lions left, they could be extinct in the next few years, from loss of habitat and prey, and snares set for illegal bushmeat. So please, say no to illegal bushmeat. Let's keep the roar alive for Nigeria, because poaching steals from us all.